Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and this is Eureka Street Crypto Hub broadcasting live once again on float.app early in the morning. Although it's actually late in the morning for me, 7:01 in the morning, broadcasting from Leander, Texas on November 17th, 2021. And yeah, I was just Wednesdays I stay home. I don't have to take my commute down to work. And I woke up, it was like 7 o'clock. I was like, oh crap. And I had to scramble around and get my daughter ready and take her to school. So, yeah. So I'm broadcasting a little later than normal today. Normally I get up at the butt crack of dawn at like 5 o'clock, 5:30, and pop it on and do my show and then head on down to my commute to work. But today was a little different. So broadcasting a little later today, and that's okay. It's good to switch it up every once in a while. So yeah, this is my video blog, aka Morning Brain Dump, where I just take every single thing that I've learned in crypto from the day before, whether it be podcast, whether it be book, even. Yes, I do still read books, and whether it be articles, and then websites, whatever, Medium blogs, and I talk about it, because crypto is an ever evolving, ever growing space, and you can't ever know it all. Period. If anybody ever tells you that they know every single thing that there is to know right now about this space and that they're a professional in the space, be a little wary, okay? Because everything is constantly changing. I mean, who would have imagined that NFTs would blow up the way that they are this time last year? Actually, I did hear a couple of people talking about NFTs this time last year. One of those was that guy, was it Jason Williams or something like that, going parabolic? Him and Pompliano were both talking about NFTs this time last year, and I knew about NFTs, so but I didn't think that the use cases that are coming out for NFTs and POAPs and things like that, and the whole combination with like decentralized ID and reputation systems and like that would manifest the way that they are. I didn't quite tie all that together. I mean, I did know that NFTs represent some kind of tokenized asset beyond just art, but I didn't realize how quickly all this stuff would gain steam. And then, now we're even in kind of an NFT downturn for the time being. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. Crypto right now is in a slight retracement, which is good. So if you were planning on buying, not financial advice, because I don't do that here. I don't even do, I barely even do analysis, right? Fundamental analysis. I don't do technical analysis at all. I barely do fundamental analysis. And I'm not sponsored by anybody, and I'm not shilling anything, and I'm not your teacher. So let's get all that out of the way. I'm not here trying to teach you stuff. I'm here just to talk about and reflect and give like I said, my brain dump. I give my ideas about what's going on. But yeah, everything's in a slight retracement. I think this Friday, if everything is still in the red, I will take a little more than usual out of my paycheck and dollar cost average in, because that's what I do is I dollar cost average. I don't try to time dips and stuff like that. Although when there's an apparent dip like this, I will put down a little extra and pony up, right? So Bitcoin's at 60,588.34. Has it gone below 60,000? I'm curious because I said a few days ago I don't think that Bitcoin's going to go below 60,000. And if it has, then I was wrong. So, and it's fine. I don't care if I'm wrong. Let's see here. Oh, just a tip. So yeah, yesterday, yeah, it's been going. Oh, sorry. Here's a 60,000 line. Yeah. So things have been going below 60,000 yesterday, and then now they're back up over 60,000 today. So interesting stuff, man. I don't try to draw lines and cups and handles and head and shoulders and all that type of stuff with my when I look at charts. I look for general patterns, like what currency tends to move in general opposite of Bitcoin over a long period of time. What is the general pattern of Chainlink, which tends to be going steady, and then it does a huge shoot upwards and it comes back down about 50%. Then it goes steady for a long time after that, and it repeats that same pattern. Now that I've noticed, so a lot of these have kind of specific patterns. Binance Coin's 583.02. Ethereum's 442.52. Last night I saw it at 4,100. So yeah. Solana 218.71, Tether's stablecoin. Cardano's $1.88, XRP $1.11, Polkadot 4202, USDC is $1 stablecoin, and the Doge and the Sheebs. Doge got knocked down to number 10 because it wasn't number 9, and Shiba Inu is stayed at number 11. You know, I think Avalanche and Terra and Chainlink should all be up here in place of XRP, Doge, and Shiba. And yeah. And I think Polygon should be up there. There's a lot of very worthy products. Cosmos for sure. Cosmos to me seems to be like blockchain 3.0. It's a very worthwhile project, and a lot of things are being built with the Cosmos SDK, so and the Tendermint and stuff like that. So I think Cosmos has a huge future. I just may not have reached its time yet. Although none of this are Ethereum killers, and I harp on this over and over. Everything bridges to Ethereum. Everything tries to be compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. But not to say that there's not room for other blockchains. There's a lot of specific markets and niches and things where certain aspects of blockchains would be valuable in that specific niche. And then whenever you need to settle things out or whatever for finality, then you can move things over to Ethereum. And right now there's a lot of development happening along those lines. That being said, what was some, I have an entire backlog of crap I got to work out. Okay, so Rocketpool, let's see here. Rocketpool is a way to stake in order to stake Ethereum, you have to have 32 Ethereum, right? To run a node, and you have to have 32 Ethereum to do that. And that's kind of expensive, and not a lot of people have 32 Ethereum. And at 4,200, let's see here. So 4,200. Let's say Ethereum is worth 4,200 when the merge totally happens, times 32. That's what 4,200 times 32. Yeah, that's $134,400 to run a node and to stake your Ethereum. Well, not so with Rocketpool. They've made it a way where you can stake Ethereum even with 0.01 Ethereum, by allowing people even as well to run nodes in staking pools with 16 Ethereum instead of 32. And then you can participate in those pools with as little as 0.01 Ethereum. Although, if you're going to try to participate in a pool with 0.01 Ethereum, I'm not sure. The gas cost will probably cost you more than that. And you'd be in the red for a long time. Let's see here. I'm trying to find that article where it gave the latest news of it. So pardon me clicking around. I haven't gone on here in a little while. I've been meaning to talk about this for quite a while, and I hadn't gotten around to it. I keep finding this old news. Let me go to the very top and then go to the very newest article on Rocketpool. Oh man, I cracked myself up. Okay, so let's go to Rocketpool's blog. All right. It was from September 8th, but for some reason I saw it pop up as like a real recent news. Okay, yeah, because November 8th it went on Mainnet, right? Okay, or was it November 9th? Okay, anyway, regardless. Hello, Rocketpoolers. Today we're extremely excited to announce the launch date of our highly anticipated Mainnet release. To say this is a huge milestone for the team and a beloved community would be an epic understatement. Rocketpool will be launching to Mainnet on the 9th of November. After multiple betas over years, followed by multiple audits from some of the biggest in the industry, we spared no effort to produce and refine a first ever decentralized staking protocol for Ethereum. I did a Rocketpool video around this time in 2020. I had a lot of promise for it. I bought some Rocketpool tokens way back then, and I'm glad I did because they're doing very well. So we originally had this release planned for the 6th of October, but we decided to delay that due to the discovery of a very esoteric ETH2 staking issue. And I dug in and I kind of read up on it, what that esoteric ETH2 staking issue is. And it's pretty technical and it's beyond the scope of what I want to try to accomplish here and articulate, because that's what this show is me trying to articulate concepts that I've learned. And I haven't fully learned that whatever's gone wrong in there. And it'd just be a train wreck if I tried to explain it. But I am glad that they are delaying things when they catch things. So what happened is they ran an audit and there was a red flag on the audit. And so they're like, okay, we cannot launch October 6th. Let's stall this by a month so we can fix this issue that came up in the audit. And that's a good sign. And whenever you see somebody running an audit on something, on a project, and they do a red flag, and then the project announces it saying, hey, we got a red flag on the audit and we are going to fix it. And they did. So this issue was discovered through our bug bounty program, and it would have affected not only us if we launched them, but it also affected several live staking platforms as well, whom we quickly notified. This article will cover mainnet release details, our initial set of launch Oracle DAO members, and a new bug bounty program, and information on our audit reports from Sigma Prime, Consensus, Diligence, and Trail of Bits. Now that's an article. Okay, so yeah, so good on Rocketpool, man. It's why I like Rocketpool. They've been easily understandable since the beginning, you know. So yeah, basically this is the audit right here. I will put this link in the video description if you feel like going down and even just kind of seeing what an audit looks like. For instance, last night I sat in this meeting. We're working on smart contract literacy in the Bankless DAO, and I'm working on creating videos for that with a team of people. So you're not just trusting my limited coding experience. These are professional devs, and they were walking us through the back end of Etherscan and showing how a lot of these smart contracts can become very vulnerable, and then can be exploited really easily. So it's really scary how vulnerable a lot of people are through MetaMask. And MetaMask just has like, it has terrible transparency, actually. Now that the devs have pointed out some of these flaws in MetaMask, and whenever you're signing a contract, it is really tough to see exactly what you are signing sometimes. So yeah, they pulled up examples of that. So whenever that video series for smart contract literacy comes out, I'm just doing the video editing on it, but the writers are creating a pretty cool program from what I can see. So yeah, anyway, if you're curious about what these reports look like, this is probably a good one to read because it's not too difficult to understand. It just talks about, you know, some codes in there that have some issues. So yeah, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go into it. I'm very tempted because I go on tangents because that's what I do, right? So, but I'm not gonna do it. I swear to God, Snake, I'm not gonna do it. All right, so all right, let's move on. There is the project Rainbow Rolls that I've talked about recently, and so let's look it up. And it's an NFT project, and it's based around buying toilet paper, and you know, because everybody's got to poop. And let's see here, Rainbow Rolls, okay, hold on, NFT. It's just giving me all types of sushi stuff. Rainbow Rolls is a type of uramaki sushi. Let's see, nftp.fun. nftp.fun, I love that. Anyway, I talked about them for a while, and they just had their launch, and they have these NFTs, and the proceeds from buying the NFTs go towards towards different type of nonprofit organizations. Well, one is Gitcoin, and a lot of you people know what Gitcoin is, and it's for development of a lot of projects. And then Giveth is another one, which I'm going to talk about here. And then RIP Medical Debt is what had me hooked in. So RIP Medical Debt is an organization that basically uses the sales of NFTs, because with NFTs, you can not only just buy and sell the NFTs and continue to make money off of it. Say, for instance, somebody has a basketball card right here, John Williams with the bullets, right? And this was 1990. Anyway, who made this? NBA Hoops made this baseball card, right? And the NBA Hoops made money one time off this card, right? But imagine if anytime that I were to sell this card, that NBA hoops got a continual kickback and a royalty from it, maybe 5%, right? And then, so anytime that changed hands, and it's written in that smart contract that NBA hoops would get that money. Well, Rainbow Rolls has minted these NFTs, and basically, the proceeds, I can't remember how much of the proceeds, like 20% of the proceeds would go to RIP medical debt. And what RIP medical debt does is they give they collect donations, and they basically just pay somebody's medical debt. They wipe the slate clean for some random person, and it's amazing reading all the testimonial letters and everything that they do. It's these guys. I listened to them get interviewed through the Rainbow Rolls community call, and these guys are legit, and it's a really good, I guess, charity to donate to. So yeah, I'm really stoked about that, and they were able to raise a lot of money, a lot of Ethereum for RIP medical debt to help people pay down the medical debt. And it's sad that it's gotten to this point where nonprofits have to help people pay off medical debt because our medical system is so screwed. But that's a whole other topic. But anyway, that's one of them. Now the other one, and I've already talked about RIP medical debt. I'm just stoked about it though. So let's see here. Roll with us. And so it costs 0.1337 to mint. There's 10,000 of them that will ever be in existence, and there's 833 of them minted. I have number 720. And to my little tip of the hat to ERC, or I have 721. It's my little tip of the hat to ERC 721, which is the NFT standard on Ethereum. So yeah. Anyway, another percentage of that debt went to giveth.io. All right, so let's check out giveth.io, and Giveth seems like a really cool project as well. So let me get this screen to where you can see it a little better. Yeah, every website's a little different. And save on gas fees. Use the XDAI network. XDAI network is pretty awesome. I think it's kind of an underrated, I guess, side chain for Ethereum as a not a layer 2 solution, but yeah, a layer 2 solution, a scaling solution for Ethereum. And POAP uses that, which is the proof of attendance protocol badges that you get whenever you attend like a community call or whatever like that. Okay, so welcome to the future of giving. Donate directly to social good projects with zero added fees. Donate. Start raising funds for your project. So you can create a project kind of in a Kickstarter type of way. But Kickstarter's kind of gotten a bad name because I think a lot of people took advantage of it, and Kickstarter service, it really scrapes a lot of that cash as well, as a percentage. But I don't think that type of thing is happening right here. Giveth supports donations in most popular cryptocurrencies. Save on gas fees. Use XDAI network. Okay, got it. And there was a lady not too long ago that was asking about how to raise funds for her orphanage in Mexico. I'll have to get in touch with her and share this link with her, because she was looking for ways to accept cryptocurrency for her charity. And I didn't really have a whole lot of resources to help her. I pointed her to Angel Protocol and maybe some others. But this also looks like a good way to raise funds if you are a nonprofit or something like that, trying to raise funds. But anyway, the proceeds from Rainbow Rolls also went to go help Giveth here. And I mean, the Rainbow Rolls just like really hit a bullseye with the projects that they're trying to help out. And I'll talk about Gitcoin here at some point in the near future, but I just wanted to talk about Giveth real quick. So some of the projects. Sage to Saddle helps keep Native American youth focused on healthier alternatives to the prevalent poverty and substance abuse they live with, which are both major contributors to late winter's suicide season on American reservations. And they go on more in the description. Living the Solution documentary, mission to protect water, regenerate the planet, and restore all biodiversity on Earth. This film highlights the voices of the inspiring change makers in the plastic-free movement, paving the way, offering us tangible solutions to the mess we made. So it's kind of an eco solution. Let's show some more projects and see what we got here. But I mean, anyway, I could go all day down through the projects, but I'm also just really curious about how this stuff works. the Diamante Luz Center for Regenerative Living, in the GWF Giving Tuesday 2021 in rural South Africa, 100 South African children that start school, approximately 60 will read and write matric. I'm not sure what that. 67 will pass and 12 will access university. So it's helping, I guess, kids and help it feeding the hungry in Chilliwack, BC, Canada, British Columbia, Canada. So yeah, the indigenous Stolo people have lived in this area for 10,000 years. Chilliwack has about 100,000 residents and a severe homelessness problem. So anyway, some pretty interesting projects. If you like browsing through and finding projects to help out, this might be a good way to help some kind of I guess the projects that are under the radar of large massive, in a way profit-driven organizations, like UNICEF and United Way and stuff like that, and Red Cross. Like the amount of donations that actually go to those to the target of those companies after overhead and everybody's salaries are paid for is minuscule. So this is good to see these types of projects and these donation platforms that show 100% transparency. So, I mean, the blockchain is truth. That's what you're selling on the blockchain. You're selling truth, and you're selling block space for that truth, and that the value of that block space it depends on the demand for people wanting to put their truth on that stable blockchain, and the amount of block space there is helps determine that value. And that value is also determined by how secure and decentralized that network is. Bitcoin is super decentralized. Ethereum is pretty decentralized. So the value of those blockchains is pretty high and in demand. What is Giveth? A decentralized altruistic community using blockchain technology to make the world a better place. So they're open, non-hierarchical global initiative. We empower communities with novel decentralized technologies to address their collective needs. So really all they need to participate with Giveth is just somebody that kind of knows how to move around Web3 a little bit. And Web 3.0 is basically, to be super simplistic, is just the ability of a website to connect to the blockchain. And then to have your little connect wallet thing up there in the top. This one says sign in, so I don't know. But let's see here. Altruistic, we build tools for the common good and support others in doing so as well. On the Giveth DApp, 100% of the funds donated go to the cause the donor intended to support. And then community, we build tools that create strong bonds and alignment for people on the planet. We see donations as an opportunity to connect givers to the people on the ground doing the good work. So it actually connects you, the giver, to the person giving. It connects you, the giver, to the people that are doing the stuff on the ground. That are actually running these organizations. It's direct. It cuts out the middleman. I mean, that's what blockchain does, and that's what Web3 does. It cuts out the middleman. And there's so many layers of middle people throughout a lot of these organizations that I previously mentioned that has all this overhead that they got to pay for. That only a tiny little droplet of what was given actually makes it to the end project. So how it works, our system connects the people on the ground directly to the givers and provides a level of transparency and accountability no other platform can offer. So for makers, create a project and get donations in crypto, create your project and start raising funds. For givers, use our platform to give donations to a cause or a project. Easily donate to the project you most care about. So it's a two-way platform. You don't have to probably go through some lengthy process in order to put something up here. Although, how does it filter out unlegitimate projects? I mean, I get it. You want to watch out for scammers. There's a delicate dance between watching out for scammers and people taking advantage of it, and being that person being like, how do I know if I give a homeless guy $5 they're not going to waste it on beer? Who am I to judge what they're going to spend it on? I mean, they're in a bad position. If I were in their position, I probably would have spent the $5 on beer too. But but I'm just saying. All right, that's just my opinion, man. Okay, so how do I know the project I contributed to was completed? Each project has the opportunity to post updates as its status change, and donors who contributed to that project will receive notifications at key milestones, including project completion. Donors can log back on to Giveth to see photos, written updates, and sometimes videos of the completed project. Is Giveth an official charity? It's a decentralized altruistic community, DAC, and with the help of SDG Impact Fund, our DAO and community-based organizational structure is represented as a nonprofit 501c3 in the U.S., and we are a community-led project that will not derive any direct profit from the platform. We strive to model the DAC concepts as one of the first not-for-profit blockchain-based entities. We guarantee all funds will get recycled back into the community, that is ensuring the Giveth platform gets adopted widely. What types of projects are prohibited? Projects relating to instigating violence or otherwise illegal activities. Also, this is a clean site, so they'll not allow any form of pornography. What is the maximum funding goal? Let's see here. There's no limit on that. I like your project, but I have no funds to donate. How can I contribute? Okay, I'm sure there's ways to. They don't really say there's a very inclusive community, and we love your help. Okay, are there fees for creating? I mean, there's ways to jumping in any type of project in Web3, because all you have to do is just go to their Discord, and that's the thing about the Discord communities and DAOs and things like that. All you have to do is just show up to the community call, and just start listening, and then start jumping, lurk around for a little while, kind of get what it's about, and then just start asking questions and plug yourself in and saying, how can I help? And then if people don't know, then just keep going to the calls, and you will find a dirty spot to pick up that broom to start mopping. And that's kind of what I've done in a couple of DAOs, and I've ended up being a pretty core contributor in a couple DAOs, and yeah, it's been awesome. Are there fees for creating a project? Let's see here. No. So unlike Kickstarter, there is no fee for that. So Giveth will never charge any additional fees for creating projects on our platform. If you create a project on Giveth.io, it creates an entry in our database that directly points to your chosen Ethereum wallet. You can do this as well with a brand new account that holds 0 funds. So, I mean, I'm curious, maybe this isn't this question, but how does Giveth make any, how do they keep this project alive? Let's see here. Where can I see in detail what you're spending donations on? One of the core values of Giveth is transparency. We invite everyone to have a look at our finances. As a giver, you can also ask us for an exclusive tour of the DApp, beta.giveth.io. The Giveth DAC has its own campaign with funding and payout milestones. The funds of that campaign are usually donated to individuals' milestones. All movements are visible and very granular at a very granular level in the DApp, as well as from an Ethereum blockchain explorer. Access to the DApp is gradually open to the wider public. Okay, so they are taking donations. So, yeah, I mean, hence Rainbow Rolls gave a portion of their proceeds for the sales of the NFT to Giveth. So Giveth, RIP Medical Debt, and Gitcoin were all three recipients. And then they give some basic ideas about what is Bitcoin and Ethereum, what is blockchain, what is Ethereum, and stuff like that. If you're listening to this show, you probably know what Ethereum and Bitcoin are. Does the IRS recognize cryptocurrency donations? That's something I'm curious about. The IRS classifies cryptocurrencies as property, so cryptocurrency donations to 501c3 organizations receive the same tax treatment as stocks. So if you are giving cryptocurrency to an entity here on Giveth, then you are technically able to write that off on your tax. I mean, that shouldn't be the only reason you give, but I guess it's a perk. So I'm wondering if a lot of people, like for instance that lady I was talking about in Mexico running the orphanage, if they are, I mean, obviously she can't be 501c3, but by giving through Giveth, then you still get the tax credit, and then she will get the funds. So I guess that's a way to help out organizations that don't necessarily have that charity status stamp that they have to go through in order to do so. I don't know jack squat about nonprofits and all that stuff, so I'm the last person to have any type of authoritative opinion on this matter. But yeah, it's just fascinating to me, and I love the whole idea of being able to donate to smaller projects and stuff like that. That are under the radar of governments and large organizations like United Way and Red Cross and stuff like that. that you directly feel like you can make some kind of difference, and everything is 100% transparent, and you see exactly where your funds are going because the blockchain is transparent. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I talked about Giveth. After hearing one of the founders speak at the Rainbow Rolls community call the other day, I was just like, man, I gotta bring some more attention to this project and to Rainbow Rolls as well. This is the type of stuff, cryptocurrency. A lot of people associate cryptocurrency with greed and with just a bunch of money hungry speculators and stuff like that. And that's not the case. NFTs are about art, yes, and they're also about and crypto is about like finding new ways to empower people outside of the credit system, and it's also about finding new ways to give to people outside of this structured way that we're told that we have to give. I mean, for instance, even somebody trying to set up and give out sandwiches to homeless people in the middle of Austin, and they have a table set up, they'll have a cop come up and ask them if they have a permit to do that, and it's sad that we can't even give without needing some kind of registration or permit. It probably costs money to get that permit and stuff like that. So it's awesome that Web3 is coming in and taking out these middlemen, these middle people that constantly just want to be like, yeah, take that, and just wants to constantly nose up in your business, and you're like, hey, get out of my business, let me help who I want, right? All right. So anyway, that being said, I need to go about my day. I got a pretty busy day with work today, but yeah, still have a lot more I need to talk about. I mean, I got a whole backlog of stuff. But if you want me to talk about your project, send me some links of some cool stuff. I'm always open and to learn about new stuff. I know I have a backlog of things, but I'm always down to just be like, oh, cool, and have my little eureka moment. I love my eureka moments, So, all right. Well, I will talk to you guys. Tomorrow's Thursday, and then Friday, and then Thanksgiving week. So, man, things are moving fast. All right. I will talk to you guys.